This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
We're in South Fargo, just off 42nd Street here, south of the zoo in Thorolton Park. Hope you're having a great day. Senior night is coming up here in a little bit. And as you can see, the Spartans are on the field doing their infield warm-ups right now. And we're about 16 minutes away from the first pitch, which is scheduled at 5:30 p.m. But we went on a little bit early because, like I said, they're going to do senior night here before the game. So we went on early for you so we could get that captured for you here. So we'll take a timeout and be back in a moment here on Magnitude.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
PA announcer in progress here as we're going to start senior night, Fargo South.
Our first senior is Logan Anderson. Parents are April and Chris Anderson. Logan's favorite memory would be having fun at practice and baseball games with friends. Plans for next year are undecided for now. Our next senior is Braden Detling. Parents, Jamie Detling and Terry Amvick. Braden's favorite memory is from old Babe Ruth days when Blake, Isaiah, and Ben and I played together and we 20-run the team with the final score 24-1, and I hit a couple inside the park home runs. Next year he plans on attending M-State for plumbing and HVAC. Next senior is Jason Johnson, JJ. Parents, Jennifer and Patrick Lamble. JJ's favorite baseball memory is coming every season to people I consider a second family. He plans on studying mechanical engineering at NDSU. Our next senior is Tanner Kirkaby. Parents, Jennifer and Nathan Kirkaby. Tanner's favorite memory is being able to be with his favorite people every day at practice. Next year he will be attending UND and majoring in mechanical engineering. Next is Blake Labor. Parents, Kim and Dustin Labor. Blake's favorite baseball memories are traveling for away games. Blake is attending NDSU for business and management. Next is Ben Montplaisir. Parents, Trina and Keith Montplaisir. Ben's favorite baseball moment was back sophomore year when Miles Walshman took a bottle and went up to bat and hit a home run. He will be attending M-State to become an electrician. Next senior, Isaiah Zerfus. Parents, Vanessa and Rodney Zerfus. Isaiah's favorite memory for baseball was the bus rides to games with the boys. His plan for next year is to attend NDSU for engineering. On behalf of the Fargo South coaching staff, your fellow Bruin teammates, and all the wonderful parents and fans, we want to thank you seniors for a wonderful year of leadership and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
All right, that wraps up senior night here, and go back to our pregame show now here. Once again, we're at Starry and Bank Field. Fargo North Spartans on on the road tonight in South Fargo against the Fargo South Bruins. Join me on the broadcast tonight, Eric Tiansen. Eric, so far so good today for you?
Absolutely.
That's good to hear. Always good to have things stay positive. If you're looking for that West Fargo Cheyenne softball game, unfortunately we had an equipment malfunction, so we had to cancel those broadcasts. But to the Mustang fans and the Packer fans, we're going to make that one up to you in the near future. That is a promise. We always do that for our local teams here, and when something like that happens. But moving on here to this one here, should be a good day. Current temperature here in South Fargo is 77 under a partly cloudy sky. We got a little bit of a wind out there too. And then just glancing ahead at the 7-day forecast, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a chance of thunderstorms anywhere from 40 to 70%. So see if that affects our upcoming game schedule or not. Taking a look at your starting lineups here. It will be in the field setting up here for the Fargo South Bruins. Colby Nissen, the freshman, will be the starting pitcher. Braden Detling behind the plate catching. He's a senior. Blake, let me check the lineup, make sure I'm reading off the right team here, because maybe I flip-flopped him. Nope, I had it right. Okay, so this is Fargo South. So once again, Colby Nissen pitching, Braden Detling catching, Blake Labor at first, Anthony Erickson at second, Matt Bryant the shortstop. Matt Bryant, 8th grade shortstop for the Bruins. Ben Montplaisir, the senior, at third base. And then in the outfield, you got Demarion Semenko, the freshman in left. Mike Grensteiner, the right fielder. And then Tana Kirkeby, the senior in straightaway center. And then your lineup here for the Spartans will go Connor Holm, Dylan Tostenson, William Bachman, center field, second base catcher, batting 1, 2, and 3. Batting 4, 5, and 6 is Ryan Manley, the left fielder. Aaron Breitbach, the designated hitter, and Danny Boutain, the junior shortstop. And batting 7, 8, and 9, Chase Hansen, the senior third baseman. Charlie Kalbrenner, the freshman first baseman. And the senior right fielder, Keegan Sparrow. And not batting, and your starting pitcher is Caden Cadera. Caden Cadera will be your starter pitcher for the Fargo North Spartans. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have more of your pregame show right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Davies working left to right. They set up Van Dam with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
Deep as well, 385 dead center here in this high school game. So I have to imagine you got to be feeling pretty good if you're on the hill today, as the wind is certainly going to be in your favor. And as we like to talk about, baseball is a game that's played out in the elements. That'll certainly be something to watch out for here today.
Yeah, and once again, warming up on the mound there for Fargo South is Colby Nissen. And he'll be pitching here, starting off for the Bruins, and then behind the plate catching is Braden Detling. And then on the flip side for Fargo North, the starting pitcher will be Caden Cadera, and then catching will be Will Bachman. So that's how these teams will set up in the outfield. We went through it during the pregame show there, but our buttons got stuck during starting lineups, so we'll go through these lineup cards for you one more time really quick. Batting first for Fargo North, Connor Holm, center field. Batting second, Dylan Tostenson, second base. Batting third, Will Bachman is the catcher. Batting fourth, Ryan Manley, the left fielder. And batting fifth, the designated hitter, Aaron Breitbach. Batting sixth is batting sixth and playing shortstop is Danny Boutain. Batting seventh is Chase Hansen playing third base. Batting eighth, Charlie Kalbrenner playing first base. Batting ninth, Keegan Sparrow, and that looks like a 4, but it's actually a 9, so right field. And then the starting pitcher, as we mentioned, Caden Cadera. And then it will be Abe Anderson, Tanner Kirkby, Ben Montplaisir. Actually, I flip-flopped them for you there, but do you have a pencil I can borrow? I'm going to make a manual note here. That way I don't mix them up anymore here. We're going to put... All right, looks like we are ready to go here. So I'll let Eric take over the broadcast here. He'll be on the play-by-play. I'll be on the color and take the final warm-up pitches. And now stepping up to the plate, here's Connor Holm.
It's going to be Connor Holm leading off. A rivalry as old as time here in the FM area. North versus South, Bruins versus Spartans. We'll see what the sophomore can do, setting the table here for the Spartans as they're going to be going against Colby Nissan, the freshman who's going to be on the bump here for the Bruins. And looked like he had some pretty good stuff in warm-ups here. First pitch of the game coming in, 5:34 the time, and that one's going to be taken for ball 1. So that'll start off the game as Connor Holm will take the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count. Second pitch coming in quickly on the way. That one missing outside as well. Now hitters count here to Holm at 2-0. On a 2-0 count, misses outside yet again, ball 3, and now have to imagine that unless he gets his dream pitch, maybe Connor Holm's going to be leaving that bat in the upright position as the 3-0 comes in, and he'll take it, but it drops in for a strike. 3-1 the count as that one's able to catch the edge of the zone, so Holm will have to see at least one more pitch here. And that 3-1 misses outside. So Connor Holm will start things off here for the Spartans. He walks on 5 pitches. That'll put a runner on first with no away here for Dylan Tostenson.
We'll go ahead and get that scoreboard reset for you, as it's not 12-4, at least not yet. So that was our bad. I got everything set up here, and that was the one thing I forgot to do. So that was my fault, folks.
Austenson's going to pop that one up, and that one is going to drop as that's going to be extra bases. Rounding third and heading home is Holm. Heading to third is Tostenson as Holm slides in safely. That's going to go down as a triple to start things off. Dylan Tostenson with a 1-run triple, and it's 1-0 here for the Spartans early on. So as soon as I said, might be a good day to be a pitcher. Of course, it's just the top of the first, but a great start here on offense for the Spartans as they walk and then triple, and it's 1-0. That'll bring up William Bachman batting in the number 3 hole, the junior. He takes the first pitch for a strike.
Now batting the catcher, Will Bachman.
Bachman on a 0-1. Hits it up the middle. Nice sliding stop right there by Bryant. He's able to knock it down to prevent further damage, but Bachman's going to reach first. Tostenson's going to score, and it's 2-0 early on here for the Spartans as they tack home runs in back-to-back at-bats.
Now batting for Fargo North, left fielder number 11, Ryan Manley.
Batting cleanup now is going to be Ryan Manley, the multi-sport star here for the Fargo North Spartans. We saw him a fair amount in action here on Magnitude in basketball. Now we'll go from switching the hardwood to the diamond as the pickoff attempt is over at first. Bachman able to slide in safely. Now Nissan will settle back on the mound and look to deal with Manley as he takes that pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count. Runner at first is Will Bachman, who reached there, and I believe they ruled it a single, and they did. So chalk that up as an RBI single for those of you keeping track at home for Will Bachman. Manley will look at that pitch low and at the knees for a strike. 1-1 the count now after that one drops in. The 1-1. That one is high and tight and at his head, and he will toss his bat and trot over and take his base. He earned it right there, taking one on the noggin. That'll put runners on first and second for Aaron Breitbach. Looks like time is going to be called as well.
Designated hitter, number 16, Aaron Breitbach.
Looks like
And a visit to the mound for this Bruins.
Skipper's going to make the long walk out to the mound here after a bit of a rough start, at least not the ideal start here for the Bruins, as they still have 0 outs, and Spartans have put 2 runners on here, and they've got 3 outs to work with. They've walked a few. They've also tacked home a couple of hits as well, so it's been everything going good here for the Spartans thus far, and for the Bruins, well, maybe this visit to the mound will settle things down here for the freshman. He's been throwing a fair amount of strikes, but see if he can settle in and maybe get that first out and see if it can be a positive snowball effect from here for the Bruins. And, well, if you're the Spartans, you just want things to keep going the way they're going right now. That is for sure. Breitbach will settle in. The DH, he's got 2 on. He's got a golden opportunity to add to this lead right here. He'll take the first pitch for a ball as that one gets past the catcher, Detling. That'll put runners on second and third. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Breitbach as he looks at a 1-0 count. Base hit right here could potentially double the lead for Fargo North. The 1-0 to Breitbach is taken high, ball 2. Pitch count for Colby Nissan so far is 10 balls, 4 strikes for 14 total, those being the unofficial numbers, of course, as that pitch is taken for ball number 11. Now a 3-0 count. Once again, definition of a hitter's count right here. Walk would load the bases for Daniel Boutain. And the bases will be loaded as he walks on 4 pitches. Breitbach will take his base at first, and now the bases are juiced for Daniel Boutain, and they're going to have another meeting at the mound right here. If you're Fargo South, certainly not something you'd exactly like to see, as if you imagine they're going to try and keep him in as long as they can. Of course, in baseball, you never want to get rid of your starter right away, but looks like that might be the case right here, as there's been a little bit of movement on the mound. And from the looks of it, it looks like we will be getting a new pitcher. It's going to be Ben Montplaisir, I believe. So we'll get he'll get his warm-ups in. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 2-0 Spartans.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Alrighty, welcome back here. The bases are loaded for Daniel Boutain as he'll swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. That one coming from the new pitcher here, Ben Montplaisir, coming in relief for the Fargo South Bruins. The 0-1 on the way. That one taken outside to even up the count.
Now batting, shortstop Danny Boutain.
1-1 the count here to Boutain, the junior. And he fouls that one off into the backstop netting. That'll make the count 1-2. So now 1 strike away here from getting the much needed first out of the inning here for the Bruins, as they've worked themselves into a bases loaded jam. But imagine if they can get out of the inning without any more runs, they'd be pretty happy with that outcome, all things considered. They nearly got it right there. Nice take by Boutain. You can see he leaned back a little bit. A lot of times talk about knee buckling curveballs or breaking balls in baseball. Just couldn't quite drop it in the zone right there, though. That was a good take on a 2-strike count. That one going to be popped up high. That one playable here for Tanner Kirkby, maybe, as that one carries. The wind takes it over into right field. Mike Greensteiner on the relay. The throw in, not in time. Cutoff just could not quite nail him at first right there, so that's going to score a run. That's going to make it 3-0 here for the Spartans in the top of the first.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7.
That'll trade the out for the run, as they like to say, as that'll go down as a sac fly. Will score one of the runners, and the other 2 will advance to second and third as well. So still 2 runners in scoring position here, and it's Chase Hansen up at the dish. And he'll look at the first pitch outside and low for ball 1. Hansen, the senior, in the number 7 spot, third base for the Spartans. And Hansen will pop that one up high. It's playable again for Grensteiner. And charging in, making the catch. There's your second out of the inning. Runner's going to tag from third and slide in safely. Ryan Manley will score, so it's another sac fly. They traded out for a run yet again. That'll make it 4-0 here for the Spartans in the top of the first. Good start for Fargo North on offense.
That'll bring up the first baseman, number 22, Charlie Kalbrenner.
Charlie Kalbrenner up next, as he will dig in with 2 away here in the top of the first. And a runner on third, that's Aaron Breitbach. And first pitch comes in, that'll be ball 1. 1-0 the count here to the first baseman. That pitch will be taken inside. 2-0 the count now, as Ben Montplaisir been able to muster a few outs as he's come in for relief for the starter after barely part of the first inning, I guess, technically baseball scorekeeping, as that one's cut on and missed. Would have that as not even a point inning pitch, as works as .01, and then 2-3. Those are your 3 outs, if you will. Swinging strike right there to make it a 2-1 from Montplaisir, and he got him swinging again. He'll even up the count at 2 apiece, and now he's 1 strike away from ending the top of the first inning here for the Bruins. He's got to get that one final pitch to put him away, though. Montplaisir sets and fires, and that one is just fouled off right there by Kalbrenner. He'll keep this AB and inning alive as he fouls it back and keeps it at 2-2. That one popped up, but carrying foul, as third baseman will give chase to it, but not quite able to run it down as it goes over the fence or towards that bullpen area. It's your second straight foul ball of the at-bat, and it's still 2-2. Montplaisir's pitch is pinged and drifting foul, so that'll be the third straight foul ball. Talked about that wind in pregame being a factor. Maybe it is right there, as that one carries down the line. You can see the wind blowing towards that first base line, and it certainly had its way with the ball right there. Pitch number 8 of this at-bat on the way right here to Kalbrenner, and he will take that one inside to make it a full count here. 3-2 with 2 away, and really you have to imagine there's no other way this at-bat would go than a full count after it's been a battle of wills between Montplaisir and Kalbrenner. payoff pitch on the way. And he takes it, ball 4. Taking off for home is Breitbach. Breitbach sliding in. They got him at the plate. So how about that? Aaron Breitbach trying to go home on a walk right there. But Brayton Detling at catcher saying not so fast. They got him tagged out at the plate. That's going to end the inning here for the Spartans, but it's not without a little bit of action for Fargo North as they tack home 4 runs on 2 hits. They lead the Bruins 4-0 here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We're going to be right back with the bottom of the first right after this.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human and you do everything you can to protect them.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Starion Banks Field here in beautiful but windy Fargo, North Dakota, as it's a nice day for a ball game. Nice day for the Spartans right now too, as they have a 4-run first inning on 2 hits. They lead the Bruins 4-0. The Bruins going to look to get some runs back here. Due up for them is going to be Abram Anderson, Tanner Kirkaby, and Ben Montplaisir. Those are the 3 due up for Fargo South. They're going to be going against Caden I believe I had pronunciation written down. Caden Cadera, there we go. Knew it was something along those lines. It was that V that threw me off right there. Caden Cadera will take the bump for the Spartans today, the junior donning a number 20. He'll get the starting nod, and he's going to face off against Abram Anderson, the leadoff hitter. And first pitch to Anderson is in there for a strike.
Designated hitter number 6, Abe Anderson.
Abe Anderson will be at the DH spot for the Bruins today. Not every day you see a DH bat leadoff. As that one is looking to be taken for a ball to even up the count at 1-1. It's always something that I like to see. It's one of those weird quirks. Usually there's stereotypes about certain positions batting in certain spots. I'll finish that thought as this pitch comes in. It's chopped over towards Hansen at third. It's going to be a close play. Coming off the bag, couldn't quite make the catch as Kalbrenner. And Anderson will be safe at first. That'll put the leadoff runner on for Fargo South. I believe that'll be scored as an error.
23, Tanner Kirkaby.
I'll bring up Tanner Kirkaby, but as I was saying, there's usually stereotypes about which positions usually have first baseman bat maybe third or fourth, DH maybe in that spot too. Not often you see a DH bat leadoff, as that one is smoked up the middle. Comebacker to Cadera, fire over to first in time, and they got him. How about that for a double play? Oh my goodness. That was a scorching hot line drive, but a nice pick right there by Danny Boutain. Fires over to Kalbrenner, and a nice pick by Kalbrenner at first. That's 2 outs for the price of 1. And now it's 2 down.
Number 4, Ben Montplaisir.
That is about as pretty of a 6-4-3 double play that you will ever see right there. The first pitch to Montplaisir is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Cadera out ahead in front of the count. That one inside, and it got him. Montplaisir will take his base. So we saw an HBP in the top of the first, and now in the bottom of the first as well, as Ryan Manley got plunked on the head, and now Montplaisir maybe a little worse for the wear right there. Certainly a painful trade to make, as he's walking gingerly towards first base. Obviously hope that all parties are okay there. It looks like he will stay in the game, so that is certainly a good sign. Certainly not something you necessarily like to see. Here's Braden Detling, the catcher. He got the 3rd out of the inning in the top of the first when he tagged out the runner at home. It was an impressive play. Good glove work there by the catcher. Now I'll have a chance with 2 outs to maybe spark something here for the Bruins as they'll look to cut into this 4-run deficit. 4-0. The Spartans with a strong top of the first. And so far, a strong bottom of the first as well, as now it looks like they'll get a courtesy runner for Montplaisir, as it looks to be number 13. That is going to be Alex Kulk.
Running at first, number 13 for the Bruins, Alex Kulk.
Check swing right there from Detling. Looks like he held off, as they're going to call it ball one on that pitch. So Kulk at first base now, the courtesy runner. Have to hope that Montplaisir is okay. That one going to be grounded up the middle. That one is going to get through just past the diving Danny Boutain. He was able to pick one earlier, but just couldn't quite stretch and get that one. So that'll go down as a base hit, the first of the game here for the Bruins. That'll put runners on first and second with 2 away.
I'll bring up the pitcher for the Bruins, number 14, Colby Nissen.
Colby Nissen now due up, who got the start at pitching for the Bruins, ended up being pulled in relief for Montplaisir. So maybe on 2 counts now the Bruins have to hope that Montplaisir is okay, as he did a solid job coming in for relief. I have to imagine maybe that's why they got the courtesy runners, just so he could stay loose as well. We oftentimes see that a lot with pitchers when they reach base, as that one going to be fouled off by Nissen to make the count 1-1. Nissen sliding over to third base after being subbed out as the pitcher, as Montplaisir got the start at third base. Just a 1-for-1 swap right there. And now it's a 1-1 count to Nissen, who will swing at that breaking ball. It's a tough chopper that's going to drift just foul. Hansen gave chase right there, but watched as it went over the white line. So instead of in play, that'll go down as strike 2, and it's a 1-2 count. Cadera 1 pitch away from potentially ending the first inning right here. And he'll fire back over to second on the pickoff. Not quite in time right there, as they tried to get Kulk napping. But he was able to slide back into safety. Kadar likes what he sees from the catcher right there. From the stretch on a 1-2, and that one is fouled off to keep the at-bat alive. That pitch unofficially number 15 for Caden Kadar, who's thrown 7 balls and 8 strikes. So about dead even split right there. And a strike, excuse me, a ball would make it dead even actually. And he got him looking instead. Strike 3 at the knees. There's your third out of the inning, so that'll retire the side. And after the first inning, it's been the Spartan show so far. They lead 4-0 here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, as the Bruins are able to attack home. 1 hit, but no runs. Also have 1 reach base on an error and a walk, but that is the end of the first inning here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We're going to get a quick word from our sponsor. Be right back with the top of the second. Kalbrenner, Sparrow, and Holm due up right after this.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human, and you do everything you can to protect them.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the Magnitude Sports Media Network here in Fargo, North Dakota. Bruins on top, Spartans on top over the Bruins right now, 4-0 your score. Actually, I'd like to make a correction as well, as it's Keegan Sparrow that'll be leading things off. Kalbrenner technically walked to end the inning as they tagged out the runner at home on the walk. So Sparrow, Holm, and Tostenson, those are the 3 due up. It's the number 9 and then the top of the order here for the Fargo North Spartans. They'll look to keep it rolling here, as they had a good first inning, 4 runs on 2 hits, a few walks as well. Ben Montplaisir will settle back in for his first full inning of pitching here, coming in for relief over from his third base spot. As he'll get his final few warm-ups in here.
Leading off the top of the second for Fargo North, number 8, the right fielder Keegan Sparrow.
So here is Keegan Sparrow, the senior, batting number 9. And he will start the top of the second inning here from Starion Bank Field. First inning lasting approximately 24 minutes, as that's what it says according to the phone right here. That one going to be taken for strike 1, low and away. Montplaisir from the stretch on an 0-1 count. Kicks and fires the breaking ball, missing wide. 1-1. Even count now, as that one will be taken by Sparrow. Wind still blowing strongly here as we are at about 5:59, I believe is what it said. So almost 6 o'clock as that pitch comes in for a strike to even up the count 2 apiece. So about 30 minutes from the first pitch, 25 to be exact. And a 2-2 on the way. That one going to be inside, just missing. That'll make the count full at 3-2.
Go, Keegan.
Keegan Sparrow will look to start off the inning with a walk right here. Ben Montplaisir will look to start it off with an out. Maybe of the strikeout variety. Is that one going to be chopped over towards first? Blake Labor with an easy play. There's out number 1 right there. Just a simple little ground out to the first baseman.
Ground out will bring up second baseman number 4, Dylan Tosteson.
Here's Dylan Tosteson, the leadoff hitter, batting first. Goes without saying. I meant to say at second base. Of course, batting second base doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Actually, it's Connor Holm, excuse me. Connor Holm 0 for 0 with a walk. He got things started off with a walk, the leadoff hitter. Tosteson batting second.
Correction, now batting Connor Holm.
Holm will take the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 the count. Holm would later score as well, as he was driven in the first inning. He'll take that pitch for a strike, 1-1. And with 1 away, he will look to maybe kickstart another strong inning here for Fargo North. They've still got 2 outs to play with. And the top of the order with Holm, Tosteson, and Bachman, should they reach that far. That pitch going to be low. That will be taken by Holm for a ball. It's 2-1. Montplaisir's pitch is on the way. That one missing. I'll make it 3-1 on a breaking ball, as he took a little something off right there, but just couldn't quite place it in the zone, as that one was a little low for the umpire's liking. Hitters count here to Connor Holm, 3-1. Let's see if he can walk again. And he can, and he will. Connor Holm walking for his second straight plate appearance. That'll put him on first. Runner on first. Here's Dylan Tosteson, the second baseman, batting second, who tripled his last time up and drove home Connor Holm. Might he be able to repeat the feat right here? Montplaisir facing Tosteson for the first time today. Is pitch on the way from the stretch, and that one is going to be poked. Line drive. That one will drop. Tosteson now 2 for 2. That one will go down as a single, and that'll put him on first. And Holm on second. 2 on and 1 away. Here's William Bachman. Bachman 1 for 1 with a single. He's got a good chance to do some more damage here as he fouls that one off. He had an RBI single in his first at-bat. Single with the potential to maybe add one more RBI with Connor Holm, the speedy leadoff at second base. That one fouled off for strike one. Oh, 1 and not going to get the pitch off as he will check Holm at second. No throw right there. Probably a wise decision as those pickoff attempts, won't say more often than not, but they do find their way into the outfield sometimes. Instead, he'll go after the batter as that'll even up the count at 1 apiece. The 1-1 to Bachman. And he takes that for a strike inside. 1-2 the count now as it is a pitcher's count here for Ben Montplaisir. Seeking out number 2 of this inning. On the 1-2. He just couldn't quite drop it in there. Nice job to lay off by Bachman. That'll even the count back up at 2 apiece. And that one going to be popped up high. That one carrying over towards the gap, and that one is going to go over towards the fence, firing over to the cutoff runner. Excuse me, forgot how to speak there. That's going to go down as a stand-up triple for Bachman. He brings home 2 runs, and the Spartans continue to make some noise here. It's 6-0. Will Bachman now with 3 RBI on the game. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a triple, so he's got 2 legs of the cycle as well. And the runs keep on rolling here as the bats are humming here for the Spartans. Now hit number 4 for them on the game. They've gotten their money's worth out of those 4 hits. 1 away with a runner on third, and here's Ryan Manley, who is 0 for 0 with a hit by pitch. He took one to the dome last time. I'm sure he'd love to reach base, but maybe avoid a similar fate this second trip up to the plate. That one will be taken for a ball, 1-0. Manley watches the breaking ball drift outside for 2-0. That one inside. Now 1 pitch away from taking his base for the second straight plate appearance as Ryan Manley, as he's got a 3-0 count. Now put runners on the corners for Aaron Breitbach should he walk here. And he will, and taking off for home will be Bachman. Bachman slides in safely. And now taking off for second is Manley. Manley slides in and he'll head to third. Throw on the way in, Manley sliding in head first, so Ryan Manley reaching third there on the walk, as that will also tack on an extra run here for the Spartans. It's now 7-0 Fargo North. In a wild sequence right there, as an RBI triple, if you will, but from a walk. So Manley on third now for Aaron Breitbach. As looks like we'll have another meeting on the mound here. Coach making the walk out as the infield will come in. Ben Montplaisir throwing unofficially 40 pitches here, 23 balls and 17 strikes. And that last ball might have been a little bit too costly right there, as it looks like that might end his evening. Looks like they will get a new arm out there on the mound. I believe it's going to be Tanner Kirkaby who will be getting the nod here in relief. So the third pitcher of the night here for the Bruins. Kirkaby will come in, get a few warm-ups in, and taking his spot in center field Tough to see. It looks like Colby Nissen will head out to the outfield as he was at third base.
Oh, really? Nice.
So a lot of moving parts here for the Fargo South Bruins as they make a few substitutions and look to maybe rally the troops a little bit with a new arm out there. As they gave up 4 in the first and now 3 here in the second, still only 1 away for the Spartans. As they'll look to keep on hammering away. It looks like Montplaisir will be back at third base. I believe it'll be Colby Nissen who'll be in the outfield. So those are your substitutions. Montplaisir back at third. Colby Nissen in the outfield. Tough to tell exactly what outfield spot from back here, as I believe he would be in center field. That's where Kirkeby came from. But I cannot say with 100% certainty, as those numbers are pretty darn small from up here in this press box. But regardless, first pitch from Kirkeby is going to be on the way, and that one is popped up, carrying towards the outfield. Grensteiner giving chase, and that one's going to carry all the way out. It's a 2-run shot for Aaron Breitbach as he hits that one towards the shrubbery and out of here. 2 more runs here for the Spartans, and they lead 9-0. How about that? Aaron Breitbach now 1 for 1 with a 2-run home run. And I mentioned in pregame, might be hard to see some balls carry out of the outfield, but I certainly stand corrected right there. Aaron Breitbach proving me wrong. It's a nice little home run towards the right field over that wall and over by those hedges. Danny Boutain up next. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out. He takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Second pitch also inside for ball 2. That one lined up the middle. That one over towards Erickson on the hop. He fires over to Labor. There's out number 2 of the innings, and the Bruins getting a much needed out right there. 2 away now, 1 away from retiring the side here. It's Chase Hansen due up, the senior third baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out towards Labor in the first inning. Settle in with empty bases and 2 away. The top of the second, he looks at that first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That one swerving its way inside. That catches the edge of the zone. It's an 0-2 count. Nice little breaking ball from Kirkeby right there. And it's a pitcher's count. Kirkeby got him swinging, strike 3. There's your third out of the inning as Tanner Kirkeby ends it with a strikeout, retires the side on swings. But it's another productive inning here for the Spartans as they tack home 5. They one up themselves from the prior inning. They lead 9-0 here on Magnitude Sports as they've got 9 runs on 5 hits. 2 of those runs coming on a 2-run shot from Aaron Breitbach. They're going to be right back with the bottom of the second. Bruins have some catching up to do. It's going to start with Anthony Erickson. We're going to be right back with that at-bat and more after this from Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to gorgeous Starion Bank Field here in Fargo, North Dakota. 9-0 the score line. The Spartans up on top over the Bruins as we head towards the bottom of the second. Anthony Erickson leading things off for South as he takes the first pitch inside for strike one. That first pitch of the second inning on the way from Caden Cadera right there, as he had a solid first inning, surrendering only 2 hits actually. That one going to be popped up but playable as Danny Boutain will give way to Dylan Tostason as the second baseman puts the squeeze on it. There's your first out of the inning. One down, and here's Demarion Semenko. Semenko will look to get things going here for the Bruins, well, with one away in the bottom of the second. They've got 9 runs to make up here, and that one will be flared out towards right field. That'll drop through for a hit, so 1 pitch, 1 hit right there for Demarion Semenko as he gets a dying quail single over the head of Kalbrenner right there. And that'll put him on first, and that'll bring up Blake Labor with 1 down and 1 on. Labor, the first baseman, he's got a runner on first, and he'll look to string on another base runner here for Fargo South. Big cut right there for strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Cadera. That one going to be chopped foul. That one bouncing off the ground and heading backwards. 0-2 the count now. Pitcher's count here for Cadera. That one going to be up the middle. Cadera able to pick it. Fires over to second for 1 out. Close play at first, and I believe they're going to say he got in safely right there. It was a close play, but Blake Labor digging it out, and they say tie goes to the runner. So they'll get the lead runner. Good baseball right there, but the Bruins will stay alive in this inning as they've got 2 down. That brings up Matt Bryant, the number 9 hitter. Bryant taking the first pitch for strike one. 0-1 the count here to the 8th grader, who will hit that one the other way, and that one's going to get through. Base hit right there. Nice opposite field single for Matt Bryant. That'll keep this inning alive and bring up the top of the order for the Bruins. It's Abe Anderson. So South starting to string together a couple of hits here, as that puts them at 4 for the game total now. About even as far as hit count goes. It's just been that North has been able to get a few more base runners, and their hits have been for extra bases more often than not. Anderson will take that first pitch for a ball. He's 0 for 1. He reached on an error, although I believe it was actually scored a hit, so I might have to go revise that on my phone now that I'm thinking about it. That one going to be popped up high but playable for the middle infield. We'll see whose ball it is, and charging over, making the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. I believe that was Boutain. So he'll put the squeeze on the fly ball right there from Anderson, as Fargo South gets a few hits but no runs as we head towards the top of the 3rd inning. Still score holding 9-0 your score, as Bruins are able to get 2 hits but no runs. Due up is going to be Charlie Kalbrenner, Keegan Sparrow, and Connor Holm for Fargo North. We'll bring you those at-bats and potentially more after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Alrighty, and we're back here on Magnitude Sports. Top of the third, about to get underway. 9-0 your score, the Spartans leading the Bruins. It's been all Fargo North thus far, as the Bruins on their third pitcher of the game in Tanner Kirkaby, as he'll settle in now for what hopes to be his first full inning of pitching here. He came in for relief in the second inning. He's going to face off against Charlie Kalbrenner to lead things off, the freshman first baseman. He'll settle into the left-handed side of the batter's box. He's 0 for 0 with a walk, and he'll look to achieve a similar result here, that is reaching on base in the third inning. First pitch on the way, and that one going to be taken outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Kirkaby's ninth pitch unofficially of the game on its way, and it will go down as a ball. So 4 balls and 5 strikes here for Tanner Kirkaby, and 2 balls and 0 strikes here to Charlie Kalbrenner. The 2-0 misses outside to make it 3-0. Now Kalbrenner 1 pitch away from his second walk of the ball game. And that's exactly what will happen, as Kalbrenner walking on 4 pitches. He'll lead things off as he heads over to first. That'll bring up Keegan Sparrow. Keegan Sparrow 0 for 1 on the game. He grounded out. He'll look to get yet another strong inning going here for Fargo North. He's got a 1 runner on with no outs. Sparrow will take the first pitch for strike 1. That wind picking up yet again here. We already saw 1 ball carry out, so it's certainly not out of the question here. As these strong hitters, that one going to be hit strongly over towards second. Erickson firing over to first. There is your first out of the inning as they get Sparrow at first. So Sparrow now 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. He will, however, advance the runner on the 4-3 ground out. That'll put Kalbrenner on second. Connor Holm, the leadoff, up next now. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. So he's reached base twice. That's exactly what you want to see from your leadoff hitter. Another lefty here for the Spartans, and he's got a runner in scoring position. He'll take the first pitch, a breaking ball, for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one going to be popped up high towards center field. It's playable for Nissen, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Is an easy, lazy fly ball right there. Runner will hold on second. That's Kalbrenner. And now with 2 away, it's going to bring up Dylan Tostason, who's off to a good start. He's 2 for 2 with a triple and a single, 3 RBI on the game as well. And he'll hit that one hard towards Erickson at second. Over to first. There's your third out of the inning. So much better third inning right there for the Bruins as they quiet the bats of the Spartans. Not much doing right there, as no runs, no hits, no errors. That'll end the top of the third inning as we head now towards the middle and the bottom of the third inning. Bruins going to be coming up here as they'll try to cut into this 9-run deficit here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Alrighty, time now here for the bottom of the third inning. It's going to be Tanner Kirkaby, Ben Montplaisir, and Braden Detling due up for the Bruins, as those will be the 3 bats that'll look to start a rally for Fargo South, as the Bruins will look to claw their way back into this game here against the Spartans. Back out on the mound is going to be Caden Cadera, who's had 2 2 strong innings of pitching thus far for Fargo North has allowed 4 hits, no runs. And he'll look to keep his quality start going. He'll face off against the current pitcher for the Bruins, who came in for relief from center field, Tanner Kirkby, who's 0 for 1 with the ground out. He'll lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Kadera's first pitch is inside, ball 1. From the windup, that pitch high. 2 balls now here to Tanner Kirkby. That one will catch the zone right there. Low and away for a strike. Tough pitch, and it's 2-1. Tough spot to hit a baseball right there, as that's certainly my weak spot. Kirkby hits that one over towards short. Danny Boutain charging in. Nice throw. And a nice stretch right there from Kalbrenner as well. There's your first out of the inning. A little 6-3 ground out right there. Nice fielding from the Spartans. And it's 1 down. That'll bring up Ben Montplaisir. Montplaisir 0 for 0 with a walk in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch to Montplaisir, that's breaking ball that just couldn't quite break into the zone. 1-0 the count. That's a breaking ball that will break into the zone to even up the count. So wonder if he might be setting him up for a fastball right here after 2 straight breaking balls on a 1-1 count, and that's exactly what it is. That one is fouled off to make it 1-2. And now we will see what Caden Kadera's strikeout pitch of choice is right here. He's got a good chance to try and pull something out, maybe a breaking ball if he so pleases. He'll go fastball, and it's fouled off. So the count will remain 1-2 here to Montplaisir, with 1 away and no one on. That's the scenario as the pitch comes in, and that one grounded up the middle, and a nice pick right there over at second base. Just couldn't quite get the scoop as Kalbrenner. Nice range by Dylan Tostefson to get over there and fire over to first base, but it was a tough scoop for Kalbrenner at first. So I'll put Montplaisir on first. I'll bring up Braden Detling, who's 1 for 1 with a single. He's got 1 down and 1 on. First pitch taken for ball 1. That officially going to be ruled as an error on the scoreboard, as Detling able to hold off on his swing right there to make the count 2-0. You could see that he certainly checked his swing right there. It's a close call to whether or not it was in the zone, and don't think he quite got around on it. So it will be a 2-0 count. And now a 2-1 as that one catches the bottom part of the zone. Kadera to Detling. Missing low. And it's a 3-1 count. Hitters count here to Braden Detling. Let's see if he'll get a pitch to hit right here. If I was him, I'd be sitting fastball. That's what he gets, and he'll chop it up the middle. Could be 2. Stepping on first and turning 2. 2 outs for the price of 1. Dylan Tostefson couldn't quite get the double play last time around, but that's exactly what he gets this time around. And that will end the inning, as it's a beautiful turning of the 2 right there. Tostefson getting the double play, and that will end the inning. That's going to bring up William Bachman, Ryan Manley, and Aaron Breitbach. Those are the 3 due up for Fargo North as we head towards the top of the 4th. So it'll be the North and the 4th as they lead 9-0 here over the Bruins. We're going to be right back right after this word from your sponsors here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
It was Like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human, and you do everything you can to protect them.
And we're back, about ready to get the top of the fourth inning underway here. It's going to be a new pitcher out for the Bruins. Anthony Erickson will head out onto the bump as he'll come in for relief for Tanner Kirkby. Kirkby will reclaim his spot in center field. Some other moves around the diamond. Matt Bryant going to be at second base. Colby Nissen back at third. Those are your substitutions as William Bachman will dig in. He's 2 for 2 on the game. He's got a single and a triple. He's been hitting fantastically so far, to say the least. And he will hit that one fantastically high for a foul ball. 0-1 the count. Erickson's second pitch of his night on the way. That one behind him right there for a ball. That's one I think if Bachman would have swung, then his coach might have had a heart attack. Even count now to Bachman. Erickson's pitch just couldn't quite break back into the zone. Is that one missing on the inside part? Will go down as a ball. 2-1. Breaking ball just missing again to make it 3-1. Certainly got a lot of movement to it right there. He just hasn't quite been able to paint those corners. And a good job by Bachman to lay off those pitches. 3-1 hitters count here to Will Bachman. Erickson's pitch will be taken for ball 4. Bachman will take his base. That'll put the leadoff on first for Ryan Manley, who's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Looks like there will be a courtesy runner for Bachman. The courtesy runner is going to be Bryce Atkins. So Atkins will head over to first as they'll make the swap on the base paths. Ryan Manley, 2 plate appearances, technically is not logged an at-bat yet in this game, at least according to the rules of scorekeeping in baseball, as he's walked both his times up, and well, that's not quite a head start to walk number 3 as he takes the first pitch right there for strike 1. That breaking ball is able to weave his way into the strike zone. Erickson will look for more of that here in pitch number 2. That one going to be chopped at foul. 0-2 the count here. Pitcher's count for Erickson, who will look to get out number 1 of this inning. Here's the 0-2. And that one fought off right there by Manley. As he fouls it back. One lucky coach will run over and grab that ball. 0-2, 0 outs with 1 on here to Ryan Manley. The runner at first is Bryce Atkins, a courtesy runner. Erickson looking for out number 1. He'll look for it on a pickoff attempt as he fires over to first, checking the runner. Not much doing right there as Atkins slides back in safely. And so now, presumably, he'll attack the batter here after maybe seeing if he can salvage it out right there. The 0-2 is taken, just missing the zone right there. Manley might have tried to sell that one a little bit by backing off. Either way, it's going to be a ball as it misses the plate just by a fraction. And it's a 1-2 count. And the breaking ball just missing right there. He took a little something off that pitch to try and fool the hitter Manley. Manley lays off, and now it's 2-2. Erickson has it hit towards the hot corner right there. Nissen fires over to second. Bryant able to make the catch on the force out there at second, so they'll get the lead runner. There's your first out of the inning as Manley will ground out. Or excuse me, reach on a fielder's choice. Aaron Breitbach up next now for the Bruins. Or excuse me, the Spartans. I'm all over the place as pickoff throw back to first is not in time. Manley slides back in safely. Runner takes off for second on that pitch. Manley sliding in safely. So I'll put him on second. That'll put a runner in scoring position. Breitbach 1 for 1 with a walk and then a 2-run home run his last time up. He's looking at an 0-1 count after taking that pitch. Manley with the stolen base. So a runner in scoring position for Breitbach, who might look to get RBI number 3. And that one is going to be popped up high but drifting foul. So I'll just go down as a strike instead, and it's an 0-2 count to Breitbach. Erickson will look for out number 2 right here. On the 0-2, he fires back, trying to catch Manley napping, won't do it. Erickson's pitch is hit hard over the head of the first baseman, Labor. That's going to get through for a base hit. And Manley will be held up at third. That'll put runners on the corners as that goes down as a single for Aaron Breitbach. His strong night continues. He's now 2 for 2. Danny Boutain up next with runners on the corners. Boutain 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. And a flyout might actually bring home a run here for Fargo North. Ground out might too, but that would be a little more difficult of a situation. Regardless, either way, you have to imagine a ball in play is going to create a potential scoring scenario here for the Spartans as he takes the first pitch. Runner takes off for second. Breitbach will get in safely. And so now 2 runners in scoring position as the first pitch was taken for a strike by Boutain. So the Spartans showing off their running skills on the base paths here as they've gotten 2 stolen bases now in this half inning. The 0-1 pitch from Erickson is getting past, and as soon as I say that, they opt to not take off for home plate on the pass ball, but probably the right call right there. We saw this movie prior. The Spartans tried to head home on a walk, but ended up getting tagged out to end the inning. So maybe learning from their past mistakes right there. Parents would always say that's one of the best life skills you can have, and maybe it applies to baseball too as the 1-1 comes in, and that one is fouled straight back for strike 2. Life lessons in sports always going hand in hand right there. hokey as it sounds. I have to imagine all the old timers at home watching right now are just absolutely beaming. 1-2 with 2 in scoring position, and that one's hit hard up the middle. That's a ball put in play, and that is a scoring scenario right there for the Spartans. It'll be 2 runs coming across as Danny Boutain with a 2-run double. That one scorched up the middle, and it's now 11-0. Spartans up on top over the Bruins. Looks like time going to be called as well, as the Bruins coach is going to make the walk out to the mound. Looks like we'll see another substitution right here after that base hit for 2 runs. Boutain on second. Chase Hansen is the one that's due up. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And we'll see if we have arm number 5 here for Fargo South in this ball game, as the Bruins are now staring a double-digit deficit in the face, and they'll have to wake up their bats as well on the other end if they want this game to continue past 5 innings. Looks like Erickson will stay in for the time being, as just maybe a few words exchanged right there for the young man. Chase Hansen, playing at the hot corner for Fargo North, will settle in. He's got 1 down and 1 on. And the throwback to second on the pickoff attempt. Not much doing right there, as Boutain had a decent lead but able to slide back in time. First pitch of the at-bat coming here from the stretch, and that one looked like it was about to hit him and had a decent amount of break on it. Hansen also sliding back, but it will be ball 1. 1-0 the count now. And 2-0 the count, as Hansen will hold back on his swing there. Not really quite the check swing that you see sometimes, but could see a little bit of movement in his bat, but pulls back to make it 2-0. Hitters count now here to Hansen, who's looking to get off the schneid and reach base for the first time today. Might not happen right here, as that one's hit hard towards Bryant. Bryant fires over to Labor. There's your second out of the inning, and that is your 3rd out of the day for Chase Hansen. He will, however, advance the runner over to 3rd. So now run number 12, 90 feet away for Fargo North.
Now batting for Fargo North, first baseman number 22, Charlie Kalbrenner.
Charlie Kalbrenner due up. Kalbrenner 0 for 0 with 2 walks, as he takes the first pitch for ball 1, or strike 1, excuse me. And that one scorched, but right towards Blake Labor. First baseman to first baseman right there for out number 3. That's going to do it for the top of the 4th, but the Spartans back to making some noise with their bats right here. They tack home 2 runs. They've now got 7 hits on the night, 11 runs on the night total. And that's going to do it for the top of the 4th, as the Spartans now potentially thinking about maybe ending this game in 5, as the lineout will end the inning. Due up for the Bruins in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Colby Nissen, Anthony Erickson, and Demary and Semenko. Those are the 3 bats due up, and potentially more for Fargo South, as they have some catching up to do. We'll see what they have up their sleeve right after this from Healing Touch Chiropractic on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Starion Bank Field. It is 11-0 here. The Spartans up on top over the Bruins in the bottom of the fourth, about to get underway here. Kobe Nissen due up as swing and a miss for strike one right there. Caden Kadera out there for inning number 4 of pitching. He's had a strong 3 innings thus far, as he'll look to keep his quality start rolling. That breaking ball going to be fouled off for strike 2. That's one where Kadera, he might have slightly gotten away with it right there, as maybe, I take that back a little bit. If it had been over the heart of the plate maybe a little bit more, he did a good job keeping it on the outside, and right there it doesn't really matter. Caden Kadera getting the strikeout. So Caden Kadera with a K. There's your first out of the inning as he gets Nissan swinging. 1 down, and here's Anthony Erickson, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Erickson, who's seen a little bit of everything thus far today, as second pitch will come in. Erickson hits it hard towards Danny Boutain at short. It's going to be a tough pick and can't quite make the play right there on the hop. Kalbrenner couldn't quite scoop it. So that'll put Erickson on first. I believe it's going to officially be ruled as an error. So error number 2 here for Fargo North in this ball game. One runner on here for Demarion Semenko. He's 1 for 1 with an opposite field single. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball missing for a ball. That one low and inside for a ball to make it 2-1, as Semenko brushed back off the plate a little bit. Runner at first is Anthony Erickson. He's got a healthy lead as the 2-1 pitch on the way. And a healthy secondary lead as well from Erickson. He'll have to come back though, as that one is fouled off. It's 2-2. Semenko will maybe look to do a little bit of defensive hitting right here, as he'll see if he can put the ball in play yet again. The 2-2. That one is put in play. That one's going to get through the hole. That's going to go down as a single. Semenko now 2 for 2. That puts runners on first and second for the Bruins. So Semenko with 2 singles in this ball game now. He's been one of the bright spots for Fargo South. Here's Blake Labor, who's 0 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice his last time up. He's got 2 on and 1 away, as the Bruins will look to erase the donut off the scoreboard right there, and also try and prevent maybe a 10-run deficit in the 5th inning, as that pitch is taken for a strike by Labor. 0-1 the count to the first baseman. Kadera checks back, now will fire over to Labor. That one grounded over towards Boutain, who will take the easy out at first. There's your second out of the inning. That will advance the runners, however. Put 2 in scoring position for Fargo South, as they'll try and mount a 2-out rally now. Matt Bryant will settle in with runners on second and third. Semenko and Erickson the runners on second and third, respectively. Bryant is 1 for 1 with a single. And he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 from Cadera on the way, and that one is popped up high and foul. Even count now here to Bryant. And he will watch that breaking ball swerve its way into the zone for strike 2. Cadera 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. And he won't on that one, as that one carries foul. So Bryant will live to see another pitch, as he will dig back into the batter's box. Just an 8th grader. I mentioned that earlier, but been seeing that more and more, it seems like, in high school sports. These 8th graders, I don't know what it is in the water, as that one is hit hard up the middle. Gonna be a tough play at first, coming off the bag. No, he kept his foot planted. What a pick right there by Kalbrenner. Nice job to go in the hole and pick it as well. That'll be your 3rd out of the inning, and the Spartans will preserve their shutout on an absolute web gem right there. So that will end the inning on a 4-3 ground out. How about that play right there by Dylan Tostefson? And that's going to bring up Keegan Sparrow, Connor Holm, and Dylan Tostefson right after this quick message here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 11-0 your score. Spartans up on top over the Bruins, but a close one right there as the Bruins nearly breaking the shutout. We'll be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Alrighty, welcome back here on Magnitude Sports. Looks like we will have a new arm now for the Bruins, as Anthony Erickson's night on the mound is done. Looks like it's going to be Matt Bryant, the 8th grader, the aforementioned 8th grader, who will be out on the mound in relief instead, as Fargo South will go to, I believe, now pitcher number either 5 or 6 in this ball game. Do my best to get the other substitutions as well. As we head towards the top of the 5th and potentially final inning here, it's a double-digit lead for the Spartans. And for those of you not familiar, is the 10-run rule for Mercy rule here in North Dakota high school baseball and softball. If the game is at a 10-run or more margin after 5 innings, then they will call it, and that will be all said and done with here. So the Bruins will look to score at least twice in the bottom of the 5th, depending on how the Spartans do here in the top of the 5th. That is the scenario. Final warm-up in there, and fire down to second, as is the drill. Bryce Atkins will step in, as he will hit for Keegan Sparrow. Atkins was the courtesy runner last time around. Now he comes in as a pinch hitter, I believe, and so going to miss right there for strike 1 from Atkins to make the count 0-1. Bryant's second pitch on the way is his hat falls off right there. That will even the count at 1-1. There was a Yankees pitcher. It's slipping my mind right now. Would you as a pitcher back, oh man, would have been probably at least 40 years ago, who was well known for his hat falling off when he pitched. And I'll have to look that up because I cannot remember for the life of me who it was. But I know exactly who I'm picturing. He was a fairly successful one too, as the count now 2-1. And now 3-1, as that one missing outside. So a hitter's count here for Bryce Atkins. And he'll take ball 4 as that one's in the dirt. So Atkins will reach first as the leadoff hitter. And speaking of leadoff, I believe that will bring up Connor Holm. And it will bring up Connor Holm, I said. I believe just as insurance in case there was another pinch hitter right there, but it will be Holm, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and then grounded out his last time up. He's got a runner on first to work with and no outs as he takes the first pitch outside for strike 1. Oh, and 1 is in the dirt to even up the count at 1-1. And that one is going to be chopped at foul. I'll bring it to a pitcher's count here at 1-2. Bryant looking for the first out of the inning. He could get it right here. Check the runner at first there, as the pickoff throw was not in time. Still 1-2 as they weren't quite able to pick off Atkins, and that one going to be popped up by Holm. Playable, as charging in is going to be Kirkaby, and Kirkaby can't put the squeeze on it. Atkins will head to second, and they got him. Force out right there. Bit of a tough break for Atkins, the base runner, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And that's your first out of the inning. Dylan Tostefson will settle in. He's 2 for 3 with a triple single, then grounded out his last time. He's got a runner on with 1 away. That one going to be popped up high. And catch is made by the right fielder, Grensteiner. Grensteiner fires over to first. Can't quite get the double play, but he will get the second out of the inning. So Tostefson will fly out. Now with 2 away and 1 on, here's Will Bachman, who singled, tripled, and walked his last time up. And they'll check the runner at first, Holm. Pickoff throw not there. A pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. For those of you that were wondering who that Yankees pitcher was, now, I'll admit I've only actually ever read his name. I've never actually heard it, but I believe it's pronounced Jim Bouton was his name. He was well known for his delivery style, in which his hat would fall off commonly. Second pitch in there for a strike. It's now 0-2. 1 pitch away from ending the inning, and that might be the end of the inning right here, as it's hit over towards Nissen. Fire across the diamond, and they're going to say that he's safe. Came off the bag, and heading to third is Holm, so I'll put runners on the corners. Heads up base running right there by Connor Holm to snag an extra bag. That'll bring up Ryan Manley with runners on the corners. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a fielder's choice. So he's 0 for 1, but that's a little misleading because he's reached base all 3 plate appearances. Looks like we'll get a courtesy runner as well for Bachman. And the courtesy runner, we'll see if I can beat the PA announcer to it. It's Zach Lamont. And I did. I'll have to pat myself on the back right there for that one. I was able to scroll through the roster on the phone really quickly. Runners on first and third. It's Lamont and Holm that's on for Manley. 2 away as Manley will look to add maybe a little bit of insurance here for Fargo North. And he'll look at the first pitch for a ball. that one going to be chopped down the line, but foul. That'll even up the count at 1 apiece. Looks like time going to be called as well now here as Fargo South's coach is walking out to have a word with the umpire. And now walking out to have a word with his pitcher, and maybe a little bit more than a word. 1-1 count with 2 away here. And infield is staying at their spot, so I have to assume probably not a pitching change here, just maybe a word of advice from the skipper as South is looking for that elusive third and final out. Manley also has a word with his third base coach, and he'll settle back into the box. 1-1 from Bryant, and that one is chopped foul. 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. Counting is hard sometimes. Well, as Lamont trots back to first, you have to imagine he'll be off with the pitch here yet again on 2 strikes and 2 outs. He has a very healthy lead. And the 1-2 on the way. That one going to be popped up high. Playable and dropping just foul. And the wind might have gotten an assist right there. So Ryan Manley have to do his best to thank Mother Nature after that one as it carries foul. And he'll stay alive in this AB 1-2. Here's the 1-2. That one taken for strike 3. Got him looking. Hang up the backwards K. I don't know how far out our field mic is, but a few of the fans in the bleachers not exactly a fan of that call right there. But regardless, it's going to go down as a strikeout as he got him looking for the third out of the inning. That's going to end the top of the 5th as Fargo North not able to bring home any runs across in that trip up to the dish. Score holding here 11-0. Spartans on top over the Bruins, and they're 3 outs away from ending this inning right here. Fargo South got to score 2 to keep this game alive. We'll see if they can do it right after this quick message here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the bottom of the 5th and potentially final frame between Fargo North and Fargo South. 11-0 your score. The Spartans been dominating this game throughout, and they'll look to close it out right here as Caden Kadera going to take the hill for potentially the final 3 outs of this ball game. He'll look for a complete game. Standing in his way is, looks like it's going to be a new hitter here. I'll consult my roster as the new hitter, do know his name. First name is Jason as he takes the first pitch for ball 1. And swing and a miss right there on pitch number 2. And it's Jason J.J. Johnson, one of the seniors here for the Bruins. And that pitch will be taken low for a ball. 2-1 the count now here to J.J., as they love to refer to him here. One of the, I believe, 7 seniors, if I recall correctly, from pregame on this squad. They'll take that one for strike 2, and the count is even. And and got him swinging. Cadera with the strikeout. There's your first out of the inning as JJ goes down on strikes. North now 2 outs away from victory. Looks like we'll have another new hitter in here as well. It's going to be Isaiah Zerfus who will dig in as he'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Zerfus batting in substitution for Tanner Kirkby. Second pitch is swung and a miss for strike 2. Cadera going after him. Got an 0-2 count to work with here. Here's the 0-2. And got him swinging, strike 3. Zerfus goes down on strikes, and it's 2 away. Logan Anderson will pinch hit here for Benmont Placer. And the Bruins are down to their final out. Cadera's first pitch is swung and a miss for strike 1. Cadera is humming right now. The 0-1 makes it 0-2. Got him on a swing. And now 1 strike away from ending this ball game is Caden Cadera. And can he do it in style, striking out the side? The 0-2. Got him swinging, and he does just that. Caden Cadera will finish off a complete game shutout, striking out the side right there to end the inning. That should do it after 5, as your score is 11-0. The Fargo North Bruins with a resounding victory. We have ourselves a final score here from Starion Bank Field. 11-0. Spartans taking care of business over the Bruins as they take a road victory home with them. They're going to come home happy. Caden Cadera with a dominant start. 5 innings, no runs, and he struck out the side to end the inning in style right there. An exclamation mark as the Spartans stake their territory here on Starion Bank Field as they have a resounding victory over Fargo South. We're going to take a quick break and wrap things up here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network right after this quick message from your sponsor, Essentia Health.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human, and you do everything you can to protect them.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Starion Bank Field. One final time, your final score, 11-0, Fargo North taking care of business over Fargo South. North coming out on top over South to the tune of 11-0. Nice dominant victory all around from the Spartans as they get good pitching, good defense, and good hitting, as you would imagine, from an 11-0 victory. And got to tip your cap to Caden Cadera. Complete game, 5 innings of shutout ball, and he ended the game off by striking out the side. Good stuff from the starting pitching, as well as the rest of the Spartans as they take home a nice victory. Now wrapping things up here on Magnitude Sports, taking a look at our schedule. Our current and most accurate schedule can be found on our website, msportsnet.com. If you just click on the schedule tab, it'll pop up by day, week, or month, and you can change that by your viewing preference. Looking ahead at some of our future broadcasts, we just wrapped up Fargo North versus Fargo South here for baseball. Friday, May 21st, Barnesville is going to be taking on Pelican Rapids in a baseball doubleheader. That one taking place at 4 and 6 o'clock, as well as Cheyenne versus Fargo South in girls soccer. And then Perm's graduation commencement ceremony also taking place starting at 7 p.m. Sunday, May 23rd. Speaking of graduation, Kindred will be having their commencement graduation ceremony. That one going to be taking place at 2 p.m. On Tuesday, May 25th, TBD, we're going to have hopefully Cheyenne in EDC round 1 of girls soccer, softball, as girls soccer for Cheyenne. That one will be taking place at 7 p.m. Thursday, May 27th at 5 p.m. Baseball action going to be Barnesville versus Otter Tail Central. And at 6 o'clock, Cheyenne versus Shenley on the pitch. Sunday, June 6th, Breckenridge's graduation commencement ceremony is going to be taking place at 2 p.m. And then Monday, June 7th at 4:30 for softball, the ND Softball All-Stars. That one going to be taking place as well on Magnitude Sports. You can feel free to check us out online. We're plugged in on social media as well as our own website, msportsnet.com. Feel free to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, YouTube and Facebook Live going to be the best places to find our live broadcasts. Feel free to like and subscribe and click that bell as well on Magnitude on the YouTube page so you can stay up to date and get notified every time that we go live or post a video. The best way to stay on top of things when it comes to Magnitude Sports. Speaking of our broadcasts, you can find them, almost every single one, on demand, available anytime that works best for you on our website. Just go to the Archive Library tab under the On Demand button, and if you scroll to the bottom, you can sort it out and also look to see if the game is available to be purchased on DVD, as that can make a nice little gift or just a nice little memory if there's any one of our broadcasts that are extra special to you and you want to be able to watch at any time or give to someone. And you can also check out the stories button on our website for any recent Magnitude related story that you might have missed. Written game recaps, scores, and any other game related highlights or content, as well as any news story related Magnitude, can be found there. The most recent news stories are going to be found at the homepage, but if you click on the stories tab, you can find all of the past ones as well. Once again, just one final time here as we wrap things up from Starry on Bank Field. Your final score on the night, 11-0, Fargo North Spartans taking home the victory over the Fargo South Bruins. Had a great time watching this game, calling and watching this game, I suppose. I got to watch it too. Hope that each and every one of you had a great time watching this as well. For Eric Tiongson here on Magnitude Sports, hope to see you all again soon. Have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.